Hello, this is the Lord's Legion and welcome to Cancerous Comment Conduct. And I know it has been a little while since the last one, but truth be told, this is a monthly series. And because everyone seems to be really enjoying the concept art videos, in this video I'm going to be focusing on pretty much all of the comments from the concept art videos. Because there's a whole bunch of interesting comments all in one, and this is probably going to be the longest episode thus far, so without further ado, let's just begin. Missed opportunity. When Peter had his homemade suit, he should have worn the Scarlet Spider costume and call himself the Scarlet Spider. On one hand, that would be pretty interesting, seeing as how the Scarlet Spider does look like a homemade spider costume anyway, but on the other hand, that would really piss off the Ben Reilly fans. But you know me, I really hate the character of Ben Reilly, so I wouldn't give a shit either way. Is it just me, or does Valkyrie look like Mercy from Overwatch? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I know next to nothing about Overwatch, so I quickly looked up Mercy from Overwatch on Google Images, and holy shit, I cannot unsee that. You know, if anyone's gonna make an Overwatch movie, then you may as well just take that concept art and just implement it onto live action. I want Howard the Duck to be a bigger character in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I was actually quite surprised that a good margin of the MCU video consists of people wanting more out of Howard the Duck. And it's not really hard to see why, because I honestly think we should have more Howard the Duck. Either in his own movie or even a spin-off TV series or something silly, I don't care, let's just have more Howard the Duck. The guys who made the concept art, Ryan is artistic as fuck. I probably butchered his surname, but we can't deny that this guy is incredibly talented when it comes down to concept art. And I especially love some of the designs that he comes up with, even if they're scrapped concept art. Next, can you do DCEU concept art? I mean, I'm not really the artist here, so I can't draw concept art for shit. But jokes aside though, seeing as how the DC Extended Universe has won the poll, the next concept art video I will be doing without question will in fact be the DC Extended Universe. When I'm going to be dropping it, it's probably going to be in about a month's time, because I really don't want to milk things dry. Howard the Duck from Guardians of the Galaxy looks like a normal duck but with arms and legs. You do know normal ducks have legs. Also, he doesn't look like a normal duck at all in the movie. What I was trying to say with that comment is that Howard the Duck does look a little more grounded in comparison to the Howard the Duck from the 90s movie. And that in a way, Howard the Duck from Guardians of the Galaxy does look a lot more like a duck. I guess I kind of phrased it wrong, but you know, here's my clarification. Why does the Falcon suit look like an ODST with wings? I don't know, maybe because it might probably be an ODST with wings, given how it looks incredibly generic in terms of design. And plus these wings look pretty terrible. There's always a good reason why they choose the final version, and some may not like it. That is very much true, because in some cases, some of the concept art might be either too difficult to adapt onto the big screen, or maybe it just doesn't fit into the overall story. But either way, you can't deny that concept art are always fascinating to look at, hence why I've done several videos on them. Marvel Future Fight music. It is actually quite surprising that the amount of people actually pointed that out. It's especially surprising given how that is actually a mobile game and people seem to really enjoy the game. But yeah, Future Fight does have a kick-ass soundtrack. He pronounced Infinity as Finity. No, I actually went back at the point when I said Infinity, and I did clearly say Infinity. I don't know where you got Finity from, unless you put the volume so low that it's next to impossible to hear a word. Damn, what the fuck is wrong with your accent? Oh, I'm sorry, is it because I'm not American enough? You know, based on some of these comments pointing out my accent and my voice, it seems like a lot of people really want to crucify the Brits. You damn Yankees! That Nova concept looks too much like Captain Falcon. You know, now that you pointed that out to me, I can easily imagine Nintendo doing a DLC pack for the next F-Zero game and have Captain Falcon have that Nova design. You know what, that would actually be pretty sweet. I think the Dr. Solar concept was meant for the flashback shield sequence in the beginning of the movie. Now that you mention it, that's probably the case. Oh wait. Lego Rocket Raccoon? Do you have any idea where Lego Ghost Rider is by any chance? Has Lego Mephisto claimed him once again? To the 10% of people who do get that reference, big thumbs up to you guys. First! Well, technically I'm the one who's first because I was the one who made the video and watched the whole video before I even published the video, so therefore you're actually second. Take it, bitch! It's amazing they give Black Panther a cool outfit in Captain America Civil War without making him look like Batman. I agree, both of his costumes in both films are absolutely incredible, although I do hope that one day we can get to see Black Panther wearing a cape. I don't know, it just really looks badass on Black Panther. I didn't like the strange Dormammu design as much, these look better to me. I don't know how to spell his name. I appreciate your honesty there buddy, but you could easily just look it up. Just type in Doctor Strange Dormammu and the first thing that should come up is the right spelling for Dormammu. Just for future preference there pal. Amazing video man! Why thanks Super Golden Boy YOLO Swagmaster 69. That is a mouthful to say in one go. Think Fang Foom is an alien by the way. I'm sorry, are you talking about Ving Fang Foom? And plus, why are you pointing that out? I mean, it's not particularly relevant at all. I already know that Ving Fang Foom is a shapeshifting alien who transforms into a dragon. But why point that out? I mean, there's no reason for it. Say design instead of product, please. Well, isn't that the same difference though, saying the final product as well as the final design? I mean, granted saying the final design is more accurate, but when I say final product, you know what I'm talking about. So it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Rule number 1 in MCU movies. Never keep classic designs for characters. Well, that's not necessarily true in most cases. The best example of this is Iron Man's Mark 1 armor. I mean, that's as retro as you can get. Talk a little bit slower so you can focus on your pronunciation. A tip. I find it slightly ironic how people bitch about me talking too slow in some of my videos and then people bitch about me talking too fast on my other videos. Although giving credit to Marvin over here, at the very least you actually worded it in a way that is legit criticism. But I'll really keep that one in mind, so I very much appreciate it. Is he using his real voice or one of these robotic voices? Well, unfortunately, no, it's not a robotic voice, it's my legit voice. But then again, surely you could tell on whether or not mine is robotic or not. And then there's also this pretty funny one right there when I do point out myself that I did misspell the Phoenix in the X-Men video. And then for some reason someone just decided to respond to that comment by saying my name. And then the next person deemed me to be a complete failure, which is a bit dramatic given how it was just a misspelling on my part. And then the bottom one just points out that Black Panther was so good and that he just wanted to spread the word, which although it is pretty irrelevant, I can't deny Black Panther, masterpiece. Teenage X-23 design needs to be made into the X-Force movie or a future spin-off. It's just too perfect. You're absolutely spot on about that, and as a matter of fact, I do remember making a video a while back on how to implement the Teenage X-23 into the future X-Men films. I believe the video was called The Future of X-23, so if you want to check that one out, then feel free to. Why does Azrael look like Hellboy? that is so true, to be fair. All you really need at this point is the right hand of Doom, and then there you go, there's Hellboy, just a scrawnier version. It's not Azrael, it's Azazel. Okay, I get it. I've seen plenty of comments pointing out that error on my part, and I'm really sorry, but come on. Can you really blame me for that misconception? The names look so similar, and they are pronounced very similarly. And it is funny because the previous comment was actually fooled, and that he actually did say Azrael instead of Azazel. So, oops. Do the Iron Man films next. Well, I've already done the MCU as a whole, so it would be weird to just focus on the Iron Man films. That being said though, the Iron Man trilogy does have plenty of concept art that is just downright interesting. So if anyone is interested enough in me doing an Iron Man video, then I'll most likely do it down the line, but up next I have to do the DC Extended Universe. Brad Pitt should be Sentry. Brad Pitt in a superhero movie? I'm iffy on that one. Fun fact about the Jean Grey concept for Apocalypse. They designed it to look like Ellie Fanning instead of Sophie Turner, who ended up playing her in the final film. I don't know who Ellie Fanning is, but even then that is a pretty fun fact. Very much appreciate that one, Cameron. Thanks a bunch. They didn't add that Apocalypse concept art because it looked terrible. I do know that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, so to each their own I guess, but you can't say with a straight face that the final design for Apocalypse was better than the concept art. Because I'm sorry, no! How can you not be a fan of X2? It's the best of the series! Simply put, the original X-Men trilogy has not aged well at all. And the only good X-Men movies that I can think of are First Class, Deadpool, and Logan. The rest are either mediocre or just straight cock. Hey, thanks for the content, but just a word about how you proceed. Would it be possible to credit the artists of the various concept arts? I mean, sometimes you can't, but with all those concept arts, there gotta be some way you know the artist. Again, that's a really fine criticism, and I do understand where you're coming from, but in some cases, sometimes it is difficult in finding out who did what. Because most times out of 10, whenever I find these pieces of concept art, they're often not credited at all. But again, I'll try and bear that one in mind for future preference. The key word being try. Great video! Your accent is kinda hard to understand though. Well, I suppose it's fair enough. But again, I do appreciate that you do enjoy my content and that specific video. Sorry about the accent thing. I wish I can change it, but no, I can't. Brad Pitt cable? Dear God. Again, Brad Pitt in a superhero movie. Just... You talk too much. Just show the images. Well, for one, the images are there for pretty much the entire video, so it's not like I'm going back and forth between face cam and images. And two, there is a reason why I talk in these videos, and that is just to point out why these pieces of concept art are so interesting. And in some cases, even the context behind these concept arts. I mean, if it was just me showing the images and nothing else, then it would be pretty boring and it wouldn't even be transformative. By having myself talk about these images and explaining what they are and the context behind them, that is me being transformative. By me showing you guys a piece of concept art and explaining what it consists of. And in the end, it's all fair use. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video, and I did have a handful of other comments to talk about, but at this point I didn't want it to over drag. And apologies if I do seem a little too rusty in this video, but truth be told, I haven't done this in a while, and even then the comments themselves weren't too bad. But hopefully you guys got something out of this video and that you would enjoy it all the same. So I'm going to end it right here, and as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.